Welcome students. So we are in the process of learning about the budgets and the budgetary exercise, and using the budget as a say important instrument in management decision making, in the overall operating and financial planning, and exercising the operating and financial control, right. So in the previous class we learned about that how to start preparing the budgets. I told you in the previous class that the final end of the operating budget is preparing the budgeted profit and loss account or the budgeted income statement, and the end of the financial budget is preparing the budgeted balance sheet, right. But before arriving at the budgeted profit and loss account and the budgeted balance sheet, we have to prepare number of schedules, and those schedules will help us to take the information finally to the profit and loss account and to the balance sheet. Third statement, which is the cash budget, is also considered as sometimes the schedule that cash budget information also is finally taken to the balance sheet, because finally the cash has to be shown as an asset in the balance sheet. So we have to finally prepare the operating budget, and the end of the operating budget will be the profit and loss account, budgeted profit and loss account, and end of the financial budget will be the budgeted balance sheet. Now in the previous class we learned about the first two schedules, that how to prepare the first two schedules, because beginning of any budget is always with the say forecasting of sales, means activity, what is the level of activity we are going to do. If it is a manufacturing organization, if it is a service rendering organization, any business organization, means their end point is what is the end result, the amount of the sales they want to achieve, how much they are going to say sell in the market, how much they are planned to sell in the market. And if we know that this much is going to be our sales target, this is going to be the final performance in the market, because that is the end result. Whatever you manufacture, if you are able to sell that in the market, we are a successful organization. So how much in the coming budget horizon or that budget period, maybe it's for a month, maybe for a quarter, for 6 months, or say for your 1 year, or even more than that, depending upon the type of the budget, how much we are going to sell in the market. So we learned about that we have to begin all kind of the budgetary exercise with the preparing of the sales schedule, that how much we are going to sell, and in that sales schedule also we have to anticipate, we have to forecast that out of the total sales we are going to achieve, how much sales are going to be on cash and how much sales are going to be on credit, right. So given the information in the case, we have found that we are preparing the budget for only one quarter, that is 3 months, June, July and August. So we found out that if you talk about the total sales, in the total sales only 10% of sales are the cash sales and the remaining sales are the credit sales. So we had forecasted that over the 3 months period of time we are going to sell for $1.5 million, or maybe the 15 lakh worth of the dollars in the market. And if you divide that over the 3 months, so the sales are expected to be say worth $700,000 in the month of June, and worth $400,000 in the month of July, and worth $400,000 in the month of August. And then we learned about the next schedule, and that next schedule was that how that means 10% is collected at the time of selling in the market. So it means that is the cash sales, but remaining 90% how we are going to collect. So we had prepared a schedule, and we learned about that the cash collection will be ranging from 376,000 in the month of June to 6,07,000 in the month of July, and then we talk about that 454,000 in the month of August, right. So these are going to be sales collections. Now we go to the next schedule, and the next schedule is preparing the purchase budget, because if you are going to sell in the market, before that we are going to manufacture, and if we are going to manufacture something, we are going to incur some expenses. And if it is a manufacturing organization, in that case the larger amount of expenses is on the two broad heads. One is the material expenses and second are the operating expenses which we are going to incur. So we have to prepare the two schedules. One is the purchase schedule, there is a purchase of raw material. Next will be the schedule for the payment for purchases, and third schedule will be with regard to the manufacturing process for the operating expenses. So we have to look at the case that what is the information given with regard to the purchases. If you read the case carefully, it is clearly given to us that average gross profit on the sales is 40%, average gross profit on the sales is 40%. What does it mean? It means cost of goods sold is 60%. COGS is 60%. Now, what includes COGS? In that 60%, you have to include two broad things. One is the material expenses, raw material expenses, and second are the operating expenses. But in this case, operating expense information is given to us separately very clearly. These expenses are given to us like that salaries, wages and commission average 20% of sales. All other variable expenses are 4% of sales. It means if these expenses are separately given to us, making all the operating expenses, it means this 60% of the cost of the goods sold, we have to assume as only the cost of raw material. As the cost of raw material. So, it will be the total cost, 60% will be the cost of raw material plus other operating expenses, that is salaries, wages, commission and other variable expenses. So, this total will become the total cost of goods sold. So, you have not to get confused that 40% is the GP, it means 60% is the cost of goods sold and 60% includes the material as well as the other expenses. No, other expenses are separately given to us, that is about 24% of sales. So, it means only this 60%, which is the remaining amount, is the cost of material. So, we have to assume that this is the cost of material and this is the cost of in a way purchases which we are going to make. So, it means 60%. Now, what is clearly written? You read that again. What is written here? The policy is to acquire enough inventory each month to equal the following month's projected cost of goods sold. Right. The policy is to acquire enough inventory each month to equal the following month's projected cost of goods sold. All purchases are paid for in the month following the month of purchases. All purchases are paid for in the month following the month of purchases. It means whatever the purchases we are making in the month of June, we will make the payment for that in the month of July. And whatever we are purchasing, means the raw material, we are purchasing in the month of July, the payment for that will be made in August. It means this firm is getting a credit period of 1 month or 30 days from the suppliers. So, it means they have not to worry about in the month of purchase for the payment of raw material or the payment for the purchase of raw material. They can buy the raw material, their manufacturing process will start, and after 1 month they have to bother about that how much we purchased in the previous month, we have to pay in the current month. And in that regard, what we have to do is, we have to find out that what we purchased in the previous month, we have to pay for that in the current month, that is 100%, right. So, now in this case, because we are preparing the budget for 1 quarter, June, July and August, it means in the month of June, which we are going to pay for the purchases of material, that material was acquired in the month of May. Clear? That material was acquired in the month of May. So, May we acquired the material and we are going to pay that in the month of June. June we acquired the material, we are going to pay for that in the month of July, and July we acquired the material, we are going to pay for that in the month of August. So, while preparing the purchase schedule, you have to count for the, you have to show that information in that schedule with regard to the purchases for the month of May also. Because otherwise you won't be able to know that how much is going to be the cash outflow on account of the purchases of a raw material in the month of June. Clear? So, we have to prepare this schedule now, and that is the purchase budget or the purchase schedule. And while preparing this purchase schedule or purchase budget, we will have to take into account the information for how many months? 4 months. We have to take that information into account, that is the information for the 4 months. So, it means when you take this 4 months information into account, what we are going to do here? We are first is we are going to prepare the purchase budget. Purchase budget. This is the purchase budget. In this purchase budget, what we are going to do is we are going to take here, that is the first column is for particulars. This is for the months, that is May, June, July and the remaining is the August. So, we will have to write here particulars, right, and we have to write here May. This is June, this is July and this is August. This is the information for August. We have to take this information for the August. So, it means this information for the August we are going to take. So, it means we are going to take this information for how many months? We are going to take this information for the 4 months. You should not get confused that when we are preparing a budget for 3 months, why in this schedule we are taking the information for the 4 months? Because the condition is payment will be made for the purchases in the current month, we are going to make the payment in the next month. So, we have to put here, we are not going to prepare this schedule as a payment for purchases. This is simply the schedule for purchases of raw material. So, we have to find out, because in the month of June, when you will prepare the next schedule, you will have to find out that how much payment we have to make in the month of June with regard to the material, that you will come to know only from the purchase schedule, that how much we have purchased in the month of May. That is why we are taking here the 4 months, whereas in the next schedule there is a purchase disbursement budget will take only 3 months, not the 4 months. So, we are putting here that information. Now, what is the condition? How much purchases we are going to do? Means what is written here in the case? It is written in the case is that the policy is to acquire enough inventory each month to equal the following month's projected cost of goods sold. The following month's projected cost of goods sold. So, it means what is the following month's projected goods sold? How much we are going to sell in the month of June? You are given clearly the projected sales information here, that is $700,000. Our sales amount is going to be $7 lakh in the month of June. So, it means what is the COGS? 60%, because 40% is the gross profit. So, material cost will be 60%, which we will be purchasing in the month of May, but that 60% will be of the sales we are going to do in the month of June. So, how much is going to be sold in the month of June? 700,000. And what is the 60% of that? 60% of that is going to be, say 420,000. So, what we are going to write here? Purchases of raw material equal to 60% of next month's sales. So, what are the next month's sales? 700,000. And what is the 60%? That is going to be $420,000. So, this is the purchases of raw material equal to 60% of next month's purchase. So, this is $420,000. So, it means this amount we are going to purchase for the month of May, and that amount we will be using. So, I am putting here this sign of the dollars. So, 420,000. Similarly, purchases are going to be in the month of June, depending upon the sales, how much sales we are going to make in the month of June. The month of June we are going to make the sales is, say June we have taken 7 lakhs, but in the month of July how much we are going to sell? We are going to sell, that is 400,000. So, 400,000, for that we will have to purchase the raw material in the month of June, and how much that is going to be? That is going to be, that is dollar 60% is going to be how much? 240,000? Yes, $240,000. And in the month of July, again we are going to purchase equal to the 60% of the next month's sales. And how much we are going to sell in August? The sales in the month of August is going to be, that is say $240,000, means the total sales are going to be 4 lakhs. So, our 60% is going to be $240,000 purchases. And in the month of August, how much we are going to purchase? In the month of August, how much we are going to purchase? We are going to purchase in the month of August equal to the 60% of September month's sales. And September sales are how much? See, $3 lakh. $3 lakh, it means 60% of that is going to be $180,000. $180,000. So, this is going to be the total purchases. We do not have any other information. So, it means you can write here like this, in this information, total purchases on 1 month's credit. Total purchases on 1 month's credit are going to be how much? $420,000, that is in the month of May. Then it is $240,000, that is in the month of June. 240,000 in the month of July, and 180,000 in the month of August, right. So, this schedule is over. This schedule is over. Now, we have already prepared the schedule, and this schedule is over with us. So, we have not to worry about anything. We know that how much we are going to purchase over the these different months. It's clear now. So, our purchases are ready with us. 420,000 worth of the dollars we are going to purchase in May. June is $240,000. July purchases will be $240,000 and August will be $180,000, which is going to be 60% of the total sales we are going to make in the month of September, but purchases will be in the month of August, and that is 180,000 worth of dollars, right. So, this schedule is ready with us, which is called as the purchase budget or purchase budget schedule, right. Now, we will go for the next schedule, and that is the schedule is disbursement of purchases. Disbursement of purchases. We are going to pay for the purchases which we have made here. So, this is a disbursement of purchases schedule. So, how we are going to disburse that? Now, we do not have to put the month of May here because we are preparing the budget for June. But from the schedule of purchases, we know how much we are going to pay in the month of June for the purchases we made in the month of May, right. So, we have to find out the cash outflow on account of the purchase of material. So, again I am not writing it again, but the column is same, particulars and the months. So, when we are writing the particulars here, so first you write here is payment for previous months purchases, payment for previous months purchases, and what we are putting here, just for your reference, I am putting here June, then I am putting here July, and then I am putting here August. So, we are going to make the payments. So, payment for previous months purchases. How much payment we are going to make for the previous months purchases? That in the month of May we purchased equal to the 60% of the June sales. So, in June we are going to pay for the purchases made in May. So, how much payment we are going to make that? That is $420,000. This information has come to us from the previous schedule. Second is going to be how much? In the month of July we are going to pay for the purchases which we made in the month of June, and in this August we are going to pay, this is 240,000 rupees which we purchased in the month of July, right. Now, question arises, when we are going to pay for the purchases which we made in the month of August for the sales to be made in the month of September, that amount we are not going to pay now. Only cash outflow is how much? $420,000 on account of purchases of materials in the month of June, $240,000 on account of purchase of material in the month of July, and August $240,000 in the month of August, right. Now, what about the purchases which we made in the month of August which we have to pay? So, this amount will be shown as accounts payable. This amount has to be shown as accounts payable, and this amount is how much? Nothing is accounts payable, nothing is left to be paid in June, nothing is left to be paid in July. So, in the month of August you will be showing that is the $180,000, this is going to be the accounts payable. This amount is going to be, this is still due. So, now where will this amount will go? This information which is payments made 420,000, 240, 240, this will go to the cash budget because this will cause the cash outflow, and that we have to show in the cash budget. But this 180,000 rupees, no cash outflow is going to take place. So, this 180,000 rupees will be straightway going from this place to the balance sheet, and we will show it as a liability till we make the payment, maybe that is in the budget we are going to prepare for the next quarter. So, it will be shown, we have the two informations. One is the disbursement which we made over the different 3 months, that will go to the cash budget, and the second information which is accounts payable. Now, we have not made any payment on account of this amount. This amount is not going to be put anywhere in the cash budget because there is no cash outflow. So, this information straightway will go to the balance sheet because still it is a liability on the firm in this quarter. Till the end of this quarter, till the month of August, it is going to be a liability on the firm, and we have to show this liability in the quarterly balance sheet which we are preparing for this quarter, that is the budgeted quarterly balance sheet. Clear? So, it means purchase schedule is ready with us, and we have now known how much is going to be cash outflow, how much is going to be the liability, and this information is available with us. Now, the next is the operating expenses budget and their payments. Operating expenses budget and their payment. Operating expenses budget and their payment. Now, again we are going to take these as June, July, August, and the operating expenses are going to be how much? We are given under two heads, that is right. We are given under two heads, that is the salaries, wages, commission. Let us go back to the case. How much is written here? It is clearly given to us is that salaries, wages and commission average 20% of sales. All other variable expenses are 4% of sales, right. Fixed expenses for the rent, property taxes and miscellaneous payrolls and other items are $55,000 monthly. So, it means it is only one item. When there is only one item, say for example, fixed expenses, only one item, say state rate is given to us, per month its payment is $55,000. So, no need to prepare the schedule for that. Straight away this information from the case can go to the where it has to go to, and largely it has to go to the cash budget as well as the profit and loss account. So, for the operating expenses, either you can bifurcate into two parts, first is 20% and then 4%, or you can say that finally we are going to pay equal to 24% of sales, that is on account of salaries, wages and commission and other variable expenses. So, take it together 24% and put this item by calculating 24% of the salaries, wages and commission and put under the one item only, so that we have not to miscreate the information which is unnecessarily created and not required. So, what is the particulars here? Payment for salaries, wages, commission and other variable expenses How much is that in the month of June we are going to pay? How much that amount works out as? If you calculate that amount of the sales we are going to talk about, so it is going to be, if you calculate 20% of how much? 20% of 7 lakhs. Sales are 7 lakhs in the month of June. 20% of that first is going to be how much? That is going to be somewhere say 140,000, and how much is going to be 4%, that is 28,000. So, in total means you can write here salaries, wages and commission and other variable expenses at the rate of 24% of monthly sales. So, our sales are 700,000. So, how much expenses are going to be here? $168,000. 168,000. Here how much it is going to be? This expenses are going to be how much? 4 lakh sales. So, it is going to be $94,000, and here it is going to be again say $96,000, and it is again here $96,000. No other expenses. So, total payment for expenses is going to be, total payment for expenses is going to be how much? Again $168,000, it is 96,000 and it is again $96,000. Sorry, this is going to be our cash outflow on account of your operating expenses. So, your cost of goods sold becomes sum total of material expenses, which are 60% of the next month sales. So, that cash outflow will take place in that month, and second is the second part is the operating expenses, which are partly variable, partly fixed. So, variable expenses which are on account of the salaries, wages and commission and other variable expenses we have put together in the schedule, and we know that this payment is going to be 168,000, 96,000 and 96,000, fine. Remaining are the fixed expenses, only one item 55,000 per month, no need to prepare the schedule. Straight away that information can go from this case to the say this your cash budget and the profit and loss account, budgeted profit and loss account or the budgeted income statement. So, looking at this information and looking at the background work required to be done before preparing the profit and loss account, cash flow statement or the cash budget and the budgeted balance sheet, we had to prepare some of the schedules, and now these are the only schedules required. First we required the sales schedule, sales payment, sales collection schedule, purchase schedule, payment for purchase schedule, then operating expenses. So it means now we are clear that if we are going to sell a particular amount of sales in 1 month, how much we are going to produce for that, how much are going to be material expenses, how much are going to be the operating expenses. So all your input and output schedules are ready with you. Now these schedules or the information from these schedules can be straightway taken to the third important, say, schedule you would call it as, or sometimes we call it as a budget, because it is a part of the financial budget. So before preparing the budgeted balance sheet and the profit and loss account, we will prepare the budgeted cash flow statement, and means that information we require so that we can find out that how much amount is required and how much amount we are going to make the payment for. So it means we are going to show this information at the different places and for the on the different accounts. So it means in this case, if you talk about, so the total income and expenses will be shown in the profit and loss account, and then we will have to prepare the cash budget and then the budgeted balance sheet. So now before we go for preparing the financial budget, because there are the two components of the financial budget, one component is the cash budget and second component is the budgeted balance sheet. So I think it is better for us to learn that we have prepared the operating budget schedules. So first we will learn about preparing the profit and loss account, and that is because that is the end of the operating budget, that is the budgeted profit and loss account, and then we will learn about preparing the budgeted cash flow statement or the cash budget and then the budgeted balance sheet. Thank you very much.